free with this theory of natural selection. People slammed in detention when pent up stress was the cause for the sad intervention. I'm on the road to reach out and bless each man with a flow to speak out and exercise the right to be a part of anything from mics to jumping in leotards. I ain't free of scars, but I'll run to the last fence and see your name getting spoken in past tense. You was crafty to your last men, so I wrote down the notes, ink soaked on my parchment. You see these days there ain't nothing you can trust, from government run funds to environmental costs. We place tax into the palm of a hand, and it's given to every member who was part of the scam, yo. We ain't messing around no more. Fuck the government and all your fraud laws. We ain't messing around no more. In a world so wrong, I wish we had CCTV to put into the offices of Downing Street and have a big screen in every city, town, village, and single mothers committee and see these clowns' limits. If they ain't down with it, then that proves my point. We'll set up rebel forces and fucking loot the joint and keep these guys pressurized like a canister, make them slide down from the top on a banister. You can never mark the day on your calendar when looks can create defamation of character. I've seen it many times, you give them plenty signs. See, there's a limit to expand on your empty mind, to turn around, look back when you step in time and see exactly whose life that you jeopardize. So are you men or mice, or just a mixture of hell and Christ, transfixed with embedded lies? Yeah. We ain't messing around no more. Fuck the government and all your fraud laws. We ain't messing around no more. In a world so wrong, so fuck the corporates. I ain't conforming to forfeits. Take the exit, watch me walk out the door quick. I use my time with the best of my facilities, perfecting my abilities and tripling the trilogy, revealing stories of a lifetime. And I'm living it the same way as you with one lifeline. I don't fight crime or even try create it. My plan's to bring up my name cause I'm underrated and underfunded. Functions are drug related. TV license, the guidance, I'm off the blaze it. You love to hate this, miracle I'm working. Operate clinical, the verbalist surgeon. I leave ruins like history, defend the fortress with my wisdom speech. Collect my list up of the sickest beats, and I'll make you stand still and just kiss your teeth. Listen, yo. We ain't messing around no more. Fuck the government and all your fraud laws. We ain't messing around no more. In a world so wrong.
So what we do is, whenever you're stopped by one of these individuals, ask them this: am I obliged to ask you your questions? Because they won't know what the word obliged means. They won't know what it means. And it's a choice. It's a choice. And then ask them, under what authority and under what law are you acting? The reason being is because if they say to you, it's under this law, and then they suddenly say, and that you prove it's a statute, an act of parliament, that says it in itself, an act. Parliament, that's all it is. It's theatre, it's an act. Shakespeare said it, the world's a stage, and we're all acting. It's absolutely true. But when you say to these people, you can actually say this, and this is absolute fact, because I'm just about to do this to the Chief Constable of Devon and Cornwall Police. Failure to differentiate between a statute and a law is gross negligence that's equivalent to the common law crime of fraud. They're committing fraud. They've committed fraud on you from the day you were born. This applies to anyone who is trying to enforce these statutes. You are a man or a woman. You are not a person. You are not a person. The legal world is the same as your person. It is a fiction. It's an illusion. It is not real. You just believe it is because you've been duped. And they've made it so bloody complicated. But it's not complicated because it doesn't exist. It's not real. The corporate employees must get a man or a woman to represent the person before a contract can be formed. That's absolutely true. They will ask you your name, they'll ask you your address. When they get your address, they've got joinder. Because there could be 100,000 John Harrises in England. They need that address to get joinder, so they can prove who you are. The second you do that, the human being has said, yes, I'm the person. Remember, there is no justice in this country. And there isn't any justice in this country. I see it daily. I have people contact me. I hear the most sad stories. I know a lady sat in the audience, who is, I know that her story is incredibly sad about her dad. And I've listened to it, and I want to help her, and I can't help her. Not at this moment. I have a way of doing it, though. There is no justice. You will only ever receive summary judgment. They just want to extract money from you because they want you to still believe that this stuff's real. For every court, even the highest court in the land is a profit-making corporation, and it runs under the United Kingdom Corporation. This is the only way you can do it, and I'm not asking anybody to do this. I've never asked anybody to do anything that I do. I want to save my country. I don't want to save this country, in fact. I want to save this island. Why have we got borders? Why do the English hate the Scottish, or the other way around? Why do the Welsh? Why have we got borders? Because we've been divided. Because when we're divided, we can't unite. We've been divided by languages. Political parties were designed to divide people. The only way to get rid of this once and for all is to sacrifice the person. To sacrifice the person is to remove that person completely. That means the birth certificate has to be destroyed. And it can be done. I've seen a way of doing it. Massive implications, but it can be done. And I am going to do it. Because I am not living in this society 1 minute longer than I have to and watch my fellow human beings suffer under it. I will find a way to get out of this, and I will succeed. The reason being is because what I'm doing is right. It breaks my heart. I could wait for the world. And if anybody ever tells you that a grown man can't cry, yes, he can. Thank you.
The reason we are seeing this mad panic to bring in this centralized police Orwellian fascist global state as fast as possible now is that's the schism. That is the disharmony seeking to hold on to its power from this reharmonization. And so, on one level, things seem to be getting so bad and so extreme, and they are in the way we play it out and experience it. But what we're actually seeing is a force of control which is in the process of being removed in its death throes, trying to cling on to the control that that is its self-identity. Now, when I say that, this thing ain't going to crash tomorrow, and it's going to go on for a while, appearing to get worse and worse and worse because we're in a transitional period. Mm-hmm. But this reharmonization is going to bring this down. Now, I ask this question: Who's controlling who in this whole situation we're facing now, collectively? Because collectively, what's happening? The system's collapsing. And what is this system that's collapsing? It's the system that's enslaved generations and generations and generations of people. And if that system did not collapse, then that would crush and snuff out, as it has, any attempt to create an alternative system. So what we're experiencing now, I would say, if you go to that level of it, we're seeing our prison disintegrating. Now, as that happens, we can sit in the cell, even though the bars are falling, and think, no, I'm staying here because this is my comfort zone, and I'm going to wait until those bars go back up even thicker.
And that's what they're counting on, isn't it?
Yeah. Or the bars have collapsed.
Can look up and run.
I'm out of here. And it's not a case of waiting for frontman Obama or anyone else to say, this is what the solutions are. They won't create solutions. They're not supposed to create solutions. We need to do it. And we do that by supporting each other, by letting the fault lines that divide us fall, and by ceasing to cooperate with the system. And when that happens, the system cannot survive, because we are absolutely essential to holding it together.
To produce their oath, and so what we're going to do today in this case is, if they refuse to produce their oath, we're going to attempt to create a grand jury, an indictment, and indict the judges for treason and arrest them.
This is based on
Roger Hayes, and we're going to do that under Article 61 of the Magna Carta, which is still law in force in this country. So we have the lawful right to do this. Okay, so these great people have come down, many come from all parts of the country, Scotland, Wales, the South.
Got it! We are in lawful rebellion because we've got corrupt judges and the police will not arrest corrupt judges. We have invited the police to arrest a judge for contempt of court and for treason. The police should do their job.
Yeah. What's your name? Sorry.
I'm Roger the Hayes family.
Ah, right.
Okay. We've arrested a judge today for treason and for contempt of court. We've asked the police to they do their job and arrest the judge also. The police have failed to do so. We're going to the police station now to lodge a complaint against the police and the judge. Thanks very much.
Can I come with you? Yeah.
You may, absolutely.
Lovely.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, human race, get off your knees, because within us is a lie, and it is the real human being being suppressed by the human being that has been programmed to think it has no power, the human being to fear authority, to fear the consequences of taking on authority, of refusing to cooperate with authority. That's the lion I'm talking about within people, and that lion is starting to come out. The power. The lion sleeps no more. the lion sleeps no more.
But we can use the method of lawful rebellion, because lawful rebellion says, and what Article 61 actually says, it says lawfully hinder, and it says you must never ever use violence. We can't sort this out with violence, because if we sort this out with violence, violence will always ensue. We have to do this peacefully. And the way we do it peacefully is learning the rules of the game.